Hello, this is Chris Bird, and I'm going to teach you how to solve a Rubik's Cube 2x2. It is also referred to as the Junior Cube. I have an Ishin brand, and Ishin is much larger than the Rubik's brand, and it turns much easier, but it does have a pink side rather than the regular orange side on most cubes. So, I hope that's not confusing to anyone with the Rubik's brand one. But, let's begin. So first, if you have it solved already, scramble it. And there are 3 or 4 steps to solving it. There's solving the first side with the bottom 4 corners in the correct position. And then there is the top layer, which is putting the corners in their correct spot, flipping them so they're properly oriented, and then fixing the parity if one occurs. So first, you scramble it like this, and then you want to look for a side that has at least 2 pieces together on it. Sometimes there won't be one, but in my case, there's these 2 red ones here. And since the 2 colors on each side match already, white and white, and red, I know that they're in their correct spot. So, then I look on the top layer for a piece with red on it, which is this one right here. Red, blue, and yellow. And so I know this red piece needs to go, this red piece right here, needs to go right here, because the blue goes with the blue. This piece has red, yellow, and green, and so since it has green and yellow, and it has green here, so this piece just goes here. Now in this case, I'm very lucky. I can just go like this to solve the first layer. But you won't always be that lucky. So this piece right here has red, blue, yellow, and you want it to go right here. So you position the corner right on top of where it needs to go. So if it's here, this piece needs to go here, so you position it on top by turning the upper layer. Now you see here that red is on the left side when you look at it like this. So you want to turn the left face counterclockwise, left prime. Then you want to turn the upper layer counterclockwise, or U prime. And then you want to bring the left face down again, or L, and you have placed that piece with the other 2 pieces there. This piece, again, it's on the left side, it's positioned above where I need to go, so L prime, U prime, L, and that will solve the first layer. Now, if you have your piece on the top layer, and it's positioned above where you want it to go, but red is on the bottom color is on the right side, you turn the right side clockwise, R. You turn the upper face clockwise, U. And then you bring the right layer back down again, R prime. And that places it. Now the last one is if red is on the top. The bottom color is on the top of the cube. So you want to turn the right layer clockwise, so R. The upper layer counterclockwise, U prime, and then bring the R layer back with an R prime. Then your piece will be back here. Then you position it above where you want it to go, and then your red will be on this side or this side. So red is on the right side, so you turn it R, U, R prime. And there is the first layer. Now the only other thing is if the piece is in the correct spot, but it's not turned correctly. What you'll have to do is take the piece out by acting as if you want to put this piece in there, by doing an R, U, R prime. Then that will bring your corner to the top layer. Then you position it above, and you do what you need to do to get this piece in there correctly. So since red is on the top, R, U prime, R prime, position the corner on top, and do an R, U, R prime. And that will position it correctly on the first layer. And now, since I chose red as my bottom, I know because of the colors of my cube that pink is on the other side. So I know that this top face needs to be pink because this side is red. So first, I want to look for any pieces that and put them in their correct spot. So just choose a random corner, like this one right here. It has green, yellow, and pink. I know since pink is the top color, I don't need to worry about that just yet. But yellow and green, so I can position it by turning the bottom layer yellow, green, yellow, green. So this piece is in its correct spot, but it's not turned correctly. In order for this piece to be turned correctly, you would need to bring this pink to the top. So now you turn your cube so that corner that you just placed is in the back left. And then you look at your other pieces. Are they in their correct spot? This one isn't. And this one isn't. But this one is. Since two of them are, and two of them aren't, you know you have a parity. But if we didn't have a parity, which I can't solve just yet without teaching you, so you choose a corner, you position it above where it needs to go. In this case, we do have the parity, so I'll teach you the parity first. To solve the parity, you do the T permutation. So if you know the Friedrich method for the 3x3, you're going to want to do the T permutation. Which will switch these two corners and these two edges. But since the Rubik's 2x2 does not have any edges, it'll just flip these two corners. So, let me undo this again. And then the T permutation, to do that, is R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, front, R2, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime. And that'll switch these two pieces. Learning the T permutation is very useful when learning to solve the Rubik's Cube 2x2. Rubik's Cube 3x3, sorry. But it also solves the parity error in this. And now, I have cleared my parity, and so all the corners are in the correct spot. But, if they weren't all in their correct spot, let me just mix them up here. We look for one, and put it in its correct spot, like this, with white and blue, white and blue. Put that corner in the back left, and perform the following algorithm. R prime, U, L, U prime, R, U, L prime, U. U prime, sorry. And that'll rotate these three corners, like this. So now, still not in their correct position, so I do the same thing again. R prime, U, L, U prime, R, U, L prime, U prime. Now they're all in their correct position, and two of them are turned correctly. So now with these last corners, what you need to do is the simple four-step algorithm. You position the corner you want to turn in the bottom right here, and you do an R prime, D prime, R, D, and that won't work because it messed up the bottom and the top. So you do it again. R prime, D prime, R, D. Now that you've done it twice, the corner is back there, but it's still not turned correctly. So you need to do that again. R prime, D prime, R, D, R prime, D prime, R, D. And now that corner is turned, but the bottom layer is still messed up. So all you need to do is bring your last corner to where the first corner was that you were turning, and you do that same thing. R prime, D prime, R, D, R prime, D prime, R, D. And now, all you need to do is orient your top layer, and you've solved the Rubik's Cube 2x2. If you have any questions, please send me a message or a comment, and I'll help you as soon as I can. Thanks.